All right, good morning. DJI ACTION 4, DJI Mic Mini, and we are shooting with an ND8 today because again, it's not that bright out, a little bit cloudy, but we'll see how that changes throughout the day. I'm also slightly changing up my route today, maybe throw you off a little bit. So if you're wondering, the background looks a little bit different. Oh, we're going to the same place. We're just I'm just sending you for a little bit of a loop, you know? Never be too predictable. Never let them know what's going on. In today's video, I want to talk about why I don't vlog with a full frame or APS-C setup anymore, and why I think if you're trying to get into vlogging, an action camera or like a Pocket 3, something like that, one of these small mini cameras is the way to go for 2025 and forever. The first thing is that full frame is, and even APS-C these days, to be honest, when you get the lenses you want, they have to be, like when you're using an APS-C camera, you have to have, so I got hair on here. In order to get the full frame look from an APS-C, which everyone kind of wants, you need to have faster lenses. So what I mean is, like, where you could get away with a f2 or a 2.8 on full frame, you would need like a 1.2 or 1.4. So you're constantly battling physics to get a similar look. And what I found is that the lenses that I want to use anyway are, like, if it's not this small, then it may as well be like this big. If it can't fit in your pocket, it can't fit in your pocket. So the moment you have to have a bag, you've got a threshold. You're in a different league, so to speak. And I basically just got so tired of lugging around a 45-liter backpack with different lenses and different things. And I know that cameras have gotten a lot better over the time. They've gotten a lot smaller. Sony's just done some wizardry or lizard people work, as cameras conspiracy would say, and just made everything smaller. Like, if I was going to vlog full frame, there are two camera companies that I would be considering right now. That would be Sony, because they actually have smaller prime lenses, but again, not small enough to fit in your pocket, but small enough to kind of be like, why would I shoot APS-C when I can just shoot full frame for the same size? Or Lumix, because the S9 I think is like the perfect kind of like mid-tier camera. Okay, C-Bus is here. If you guessed that I missed my C-Bus, you are absolutely correct. There's still 9 minutes, so we're just gonna chill. We're gonna do this vlog and see how this goes. So right now I'm actually mounted to this construction fence. This is the beauty of having this magnetic adapter. Now, a couple of you in the comments have been asking kind of when I would use different ND filters, and I want to be very clear with what ND filters are for and what would dictate using one or the other. So in the pack that I have an ND8, an ND16, and an ND32. All of them are the same thing. They all cut down light, but it's the amount of light that they cut down which is important. So you're not going to get a different look from different ND filters. What you are going to get, though, is varying ranges of ND. So basically stronger or weaker sunglasses. And when I say I'm using like ND8 or ND16 or ND32, it's always going to be the amount of light. So right now we are heavily cloud covered. Look at the sky, it's not blown out. I mean, it's just very slightly blown out, but not enough for me to switch to an ND16. If that sun breaks the clouds at all, I will definitely need a 16, maybe even a 32. On a day where there's no cloud coverage at all, and you're dealing with just straight up sun, you're gonna need an ND32, maybe even an ND64. But I haven't needed the ND64 yet. Look at that. C-Bus incoming. But anyway, that's not really what I want to talk about in this video. I will make a dedicated ND filter video because I think it's a common kind of like thing that people don't quite understand. And it's also just one of those things, if you don't get ND filters right now and you don't really understand exactly what they're doing, then you shouldn't use them, because it means they don't really matter. And I think content created without NDs, like I see a lot of creators now, especially with the Pocket 3, not using ND filters, and I still watch their content. I think it looks great. It's just what I'm trying to do here is create a look that is different from that. So it's not essential. It's an artistic choice, and it's albeit one that actually creates more problems than it does just like not using it at all. And I don't think that a lot of people might notice if the difference is just the ND filters, but it's, for me, it's when you put, you know, it's when you shoot the way that I'm shooting, when you have the ND filters, you're color grading the way that I am. All of these things are small pieces, but when you put them all together, it just ends up giving you a look that isn't action camera look. So that's kind of just what I'm trying to say. I don't think they're essential. They're just a small piece of a look that I think really is integral to what I'm trying to create. If I didn't have ND filters, I would still make videos. I think they still look good, and I don't know if anyone would notice. But in saying that, this video I want to be about why I think vlogging with an action camera or a small camera like a Pocket 3 is a much better choice than an APS-C or a full frame camera for this type of video. Say it with me now. 1, 2, 3. Always take the stairs. For a couple reasons. One, you're getting that exercise in that you're not getting in throughout the day. I don't care what you're saying. You're watching YouTube videos right now. And 2, no one's ever in the stairway. It's a better view. There's real light. And in some cases, even faster than taking that way. As you can see, I'm very out of shape. As I always say to you guys, I won't consider myself in shape until I'm able to do this, talk to you, go upstairs without losing my breath. But you're for sure not doing that with a full frame setup. The beautiful waterfront station, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why I always say that. I don't even think it's beautiful. It's just something that I say in these videos. All right, let's get serious here. So, as I was saying, if you want to make videos like this, just the full frame setup. Don't even bother using your Fuji camera for this. It's just not convenient. When you're walking on the street and you want to make videos like this, you want it to be as easy as possible to take your camera in and out of your pocket, get out of your way, get in your way when you need it to, and using a camera that has a lens that's too big to fit in your pocket is going to just completely hinder your ability to make videos, especially if you're not doing something like this full time. And again, I have a feeling if you're watching this video, you're not making YouTube videos full time. In fact, you're probably trying to learn how to get some skills so you can start to make some money on the side, or you can start to do things on the side, because this is maybe what you want to do eventually. But I'm telling you, as somebody who's been through that part of it and still not successful, it's going to make your life a lot easier to just focus on the content focus on getting your ideas out to the camera and not worrying about fiddling with so much extra gear and stuff. And the other side of it is that with full frame or APS-C, you've got so many more problems to deal with, like just lens selection and all this other stuff. It's just when you're trying to focus on that like shallow depth of field with vlogging, like right now everything is in focus, and this can seem boring to you, but I'm telling you right now, for your viewers, most of the time they don't care to see you cut out from the other from the background. In fact, if I'm watching somebody from a different country especially, I want to see what's going on around them, because I'm interested in the life and all the things that are going on around them. So a lot of this mentality of vlogging with full frame and vlogging with fast APS-C lenses is all, I mean, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but it seems like it's very ego-based. It's all about you as the creator and not about your audience. So now, if you are okay with walking around with a full frame setup and you got no problem, you're jacked, all that, and it's not hindering you, then just do what you want. This is completely unsolicited advice, and probably not the best advice if you like what you're doing. So all I'm trying to say is that your wallet's gonna thank you, your content's gonna thank you, if you just get better at delivering to this camera or something small that can fit into your pocket. I mean, like, look at this. I don't know if you can actually see me here above this table, but the reality is that once I'm done talking right now, I'm going to press the button on the top of this camera, pop it into my pocket. I don't have to stop, unzip a 40-pound backpack and put it away. So it's still good to use full frame cameras. Like, I have a full frame camera right here. I generally don't like using hybrid cameras, so cameras that shoot video and photo, because I'm always doing one or the other, and a lot of times if I'm trying to do it at the same time, my mind just gets completely messed up. So I think it is good to have a bunch of different tools in your tool belt, but if you're trying to make YouTube vlog content, just skip the full frame, stick to the action cameras because they're so good now, or the Pocket 3. That Pocket 3 is probably the best mix of professional camera to non-professional camera. And let's see what we're doing here. So sorry for my like kind of a long-winded rant. Basically, I'm in favor of actually recording videos and spending less time putting things in and out of my bag. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you already know there's going to be more. There's also a playlist right here of DJI vlogs if you want to check out kind of how they look in different environments. But until the next one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.